Hey, Chris Liepe here with the most likely missing link to your mixed voice.
Because I love
Fry.
I've never felt so afraid up in me. Because I love fry.
Most of us know how to do that. Make the fry sound. But before you can understand how, yes, loose vocal cord engagement, fry is the missing link to creating a successful and long-lasting, good-sounding mixed voice, you have to understand the delicate balance between vocal fry and support. If you don't yet understand how to use support freely and confidently, and if you're not sure you're doing support right, click the link below and join my free voice course, and I'll help you dial that in. That way, what we're covering in this video is going to make worlds of more sense. So let's talk about the two ways to get to fry. The first is like what you're hearing me do, where I drop in my cadence, my vocal cadence, and then it fries out a little bit, like that. Fries out a little bit. Most of us, this is what we do without thinking about it when we're not supporting our voice very much and we're just sort of down here. Maybe we're trying to save our voice, or maybe we're trying to talk quietly but don't want to whisper. We all know people like that who sort of dwell in this area down here. This is not so helpful for developing mixed voice because we're getting it from going lower and reducing our support. We actually want to get into fry a different way, and that is like this. We're going to maintain a higher disposition with our vocals, and we're going to try to bring our resonance or placement back. We're going to think of it back. Almost as if we're throwing our voice so far, almost to the back of our head, so that we fry out that way. As opposed to see? And this takes a bit of monkeying to find that, and it's not going to be instant, especially for us monotone speakers who get down into fry. But once you're able to do this, access fry by being high and sort of embracing the imperfections that come with your voice as you find that. Like you just heard from me, I tend to crack. The cracking isn't really the point. Really, it's feeling that fry sensation as we're maintaining a higher note. Then, once you get that fry sound, focus on the poop muscle level support that I talk about in my free course. And lean into that sensation, that fry sensation, the high fry sensation. And you get this really borderline cry whine sound. You've heard a lot of people talk about the cry sound or the witch sound. It's awfully hard to just go, oh, imitate a witch or cry like a baby for a minute. Sometimes it's hard for people to get that. But if we work on placing this fry first and then playing with our support, that airflow balance, the push balance there, then drop your larynx. Let your larynx float this whole time. Don't try to fix your larynx. You hear what's going on here? I'm able to sort of, Yogi Bear it up there by combining that sort of Yogi Bear sound with fry. It's gonna seem really stupid, but believe me, playing with this balance is often what people skip or miss when they try to access or develop their mixed voice, because they're so focused on blending your break, eliminating the passaggio. If we kind of go in the opposite direction and try to combine fry with whine, while getting a really good grasp of this balance between support in the midst of messing with that placement, we come up with all sorts of wonderful sounds that are relaxed and bright and brash and all sorts of fun little textures. With what I just said and demonstrated in mind, let's listen to the little snippet I opened up with in this video. You'll notice that most lines, there's a little bit of fry at the beginning of each sung phrase. This is me finding my positioning, playing with my vocal posture to get in the right, ready position to deliver these mixed voice notes. And then you'll hear me hold everything very loosely. I'll abandon into head voice. I will change my tonality. I dance and play with my vocal positioning and placement constantly. I even do the hey boo boo thing a little bit. Listen carefully.
I've never felt so free to be me because I love Fry.
So again, right here.
I've never felt so.
That's a lot easier than. I can do it, but it doesn't last. It's not as comfortable and it's not as sustainable. If we go with Fry first, man, it's freeing. Now listen here.
Free to be me.
Right there. Listen.
Me.
There's this sense that I've gone back into Fry. I've returned home. Fry is my home.
Because.
And then right there.
Because.
Abandon into head voice right there.
I love Fry.
I love. Those are high notes, but I'm doing them mixed. And then here. Hear how I'm flirting with Fry even up there in my head voice. That kind of sound. That's where I'm resting.
I've never felt.
Again there.
I've never felt so free to be me because I love Fry.
Yep. Those high mixed notes, they start by me dropping my larynx, right?
Fry.
Now, I'm not too concerned about what notes I'm hitting as much as I am being playful with my voice. So, you want to get into a free, mixed, and clean mixed voice? Ironically, Fry is what most people are missing and the relationship they can have with it. Again, if you like these sorts of tips, click the link below and join my free voice course. You'll be able to dial that balance in between support and playing with what I'm talking about here, and I can take you a lot further as well. For more on mixed voice, check out this video.
Because I